talking about two major Trump statements that came out last week. So it seems that Donald Trump, yes, the same guy who has been making the life of so many immigrants, international students and workers miserable in US, who has been constantly attacking H1B, and he has deported tens of thousands of international students. The same guy, he made two statements. First, he said that US doesn't have enough talent to fill all the jobs. And secondly, he said he wants more international students in the US. So क्या ट्रम्प ने यू टर्न मार लिया है? Let's find out on the other side of the intro. Keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Nishta from Scholar Strategy and 24 North Star. After so much negative news about America's attack on student visas, H1B visas, etc. over last 3-4 months, where I've myself made so many videos on H1B policies, this week was an interesting update because it seems like Trump was taking a step back and kind of reflecting on how some of these actions might be negatively impacting the US economy. It was an interesting conversation. I'm going to decode it in detail and see what does it mean. Was it just some sort of a political statement or is there more to it? So in today's agenda, I want to cover two things. First is what has Trump exactly said and why? And secondly, what does it mean for Indians, Indian students and workers? Before I get into all that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm creating more genuine content like this. And of course, hit a like button if this was helpful. Let's dive into it. Let's start with what exactly happened and what has changed. So, all this happened during an interesting interview between Donald Trump and Fox News' Laura Ingraham. He made two statements in this interesting video, and I'm going to cover them one by one. And I absolutely love this clip. You should watch this interview clip, and then I will explain the context to you guys.
Visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration, because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent.
When we have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here.
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles.
So as you can see here, Laura kept pressing that we have plenty of talented people here. Why do we need outsiders? To which Trump replied that no, you don't. You don't have certain talents and people have to learn. So he was basically referring to there was an ICE raid in Georgia Hyundai facility some time ago this year, where authorities arrested and deported hundreds of South Korean contractors over their immigration status. And this is what pleases the MAGA voter base for Trump. Now, Trump said that they had people from South Korea that made batteries all their lives. You know, making batteries is very complicated. It's not easy. It's pretty dangerous also. A lot of explosions can happen. And there were 500, 600 such people. But we wanted them to get out of the country, so we pushed them. But overall, what happened because of this, that the whole production line got pushed back and there were severe delays in the facility. And that's when everybody realized that you can't just keep sending immigrants away because they have those skills that Americans don't yet. You need them for a certain reason. I know why Trump is giving batteries example, because he can say that, oh, look, it's a dangerous job and we should let immigrants do it. But the point is that this situation is true for other sectors also, be it tech, be it engineering, be it healthcare. The point is US is struggling to find enough skilled workers in many other sectors as well. Many companies, even conservative ones, they are now pressuring policymakers to open doors for global talent once again. Trump's latest comments kind of show that he has started to recognize this gap. So that is a good news. Second statement he made during the same interview was that he sort of admitted that US needs international student. Yeah, isn't that interesting? But of course, he's not a kind, humane person. So he said it like this. He said, it's not that I want them, but I view it as a good business opportunity. So in the same interview, Laura pressed Trump again that it would be good to kind of limit international students' enrollment because that could create more opportunities for Americans. At this, Trump again interrupted her and warned that cutting their numbers would be financially destructive for the higher education system. Let's see the full exchange. He basically said, you don't want to cut half of the people, half of the students from all over the world that are coming into our country, because that can destroy our entire university and college system. He even said that I actually think it's good to have outside countries. I want to be able to get along with the world. Now, we know that this is very different from usually the Trump that we see. He continued, half of the US colleges would go out of business if we were to cut international enrollment in half, because international students pay more than double the tuition of domestic students and contribute trillions of dollars to the US economy. I want to see our school system thrive. It's not that I want them, but I view it as a business. Again, Trump's remarks come as his administration continues to balance nationalist policy goals with economic realities. The fact is, Indians make up a massive share of STEM graduates, startup founders, and skilled workers in the US economy. So, even if Trump doesn't suddenly love immigration, he seems to understand that it's good and important for business. एक तरह से देखा जाए, this is sort of a U-turn. He's not becoming pro-immigrant, but he is becoming pro-growth and realizing the role of immigrants in that. What does it mean for Indians? What I think is, let's not get carried away. Political statements and actual policies are two very different things. Trump might be trying to appeal to voters who want strong economic growth, but still like his America First narrative. So, yes, he's saying positive things now, but that does not mean visa policies will suddenly get easier overnight. And remember, policy making in the US depends on more than just the president, right? You need Congress, you need tech lobbying, you need public opinion, everything plays a role. That's why you'll often see mixed messages. One day they are talking about more restrictions, next day they are talking about softer statements, and that's exactly what happened. So when Trump made all these statements and the interview came out, it caused a lot of MAGA anger. That is his primary vote base, and they were angry with him. So Trump administration quickly tried to make some corrections. So US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent on Wednesday said, the president's vision here is to bring in overseas workers who have the skills, and then 3, 5, or 7 years down the line, they can train the US workers and then they can go home so that US workers can fully take over. I know this is funny, right? Because you really think that's how it's going to work, then you must be really naive. But hey, that's politics, and politicians are brilliant on going back on their word and doing something else entirely. So, what does this mean for you is simply Indian students who are dreaming of studying or working in the US. It's a good sign, yes. It shows that even people who were once critical of foreign workers are realizing how much the US depends on international talent. If you're planning your study abroad journey now, it makes sense to stay optimistic, but be realistic as well. Jobs will be there for skilled graduates, especially in tech, data, healthcare, but visa issues are not going to vanish overnight. So focus on building a strong academic and career profile. Choose programs that align with high demand sectors and stay updated on policy changes because they can shift fast in current times. Basically, hope for the best but plan for the complex. And if you guys need help choosing the right courses, planning your funding, or understanding visas, etc., that's exactly what we help you with inside our inner circle. This is a private community of the MS applicants who are applying to master's program not just in US but all over the world. And we keep discussing all these countries, what are the prospects, what's the job market scenario, etc., etc. I'm leaving the link in the description box below. Do check it out, and if it looks relevant, then please do join me there. That's where serious students are planning their master's journey. All right, so tell me in the comments, do you think Trump will actually go soft on students this time, or was it just a casual comment? And if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe as well, because that really helps me make more content like this. All right, so that's it from my side. Hope you guys are staying warm. Enjoy this season and all the best with your applications. I'll post a new video next weekend. Until then, take care. Bye bye.